Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Hey guys, it's me again, my host Salasi Fiawe, and today we're going to do winners and losers of the Premier League, a new show I've started here on the channel. Your feedback is appreciated on it. If you're new to the channel, I advise you to subscribe to this channel and to click on the notification bell to get more updates. So basically this show we do the Premier League winners and losers. We look at the weekend games and also those we think did well in the games and those we think have made a really huge loss based on the game of the weekend. And today I'm going to take you through the winners and losers as usual. And I'll start off with the winner. We all need to start off on a positive note, and I think that my first winner on that list after the results is Liverpool. They secured 6 points from 6. Manchester City faltered against Spurs, and that was really important. We all know how the season went last time out. Liverpool versus Manchester City, and they lost the league on 1 point. Yes, they can't afford to drop points when City also drop points, and it was great that they capitalized on that. They beat Southampton 2-1. Sadio Mane with the goal that opened the scoring in the end of the first half, and it was great to see Liverpool capitalizing on City's slip of sorts after VAR denied them once again against Tottenham Hotspur, who must be really feeling lucky to have gotten away with a point. So my first winner on the list is Liverpool, 6 points from 6 after seeing Manchester City drop points. It's a long season ahead, but it's these little things that make up the winner of the Premier League. They cannot afford to slacken anymore as they did last season if they want to break their 30 years curse of never lifting the Premier League trophy. Yeah, so that's it. Liverpool, my first winner. Now to my next winner, it's Arsenal, and I think it's the same old story with Arsenal. Yes, last time they played Burnley and they won 2-1. Lacazette and Aubameyang with the goals for us now, and it was really integral that they do so well and get all 3 points after their first game ended in a 1-0 win. Now results is key, and you have to admit the Gunners have not been really convincing, but I have to say Dani Ceballos is one of my winners this week. I think Dani Ceballos on loan from Real Madrid was really top notch on the day. He was man of the match against Burnley, and I think he has a few prospects for us now. It looks really promising, his future with us now. The Gunners, if this form continues, might want to tie him down to them permanently. You never know how the season will pan out, but Ceballos had a really super game, was the man of the match, and that should tell you a lot. My other winner was Sheffield United. Yes, a promoted side getting their first win in the Premier League, and there's no better feeling than the promoted side getting a real win in the Premier League. I think it was great to see Sheffield United get that win against Crystal Palace. It was well deserved in the first half, I have to say, and first half performance in which they had almost 11 attempts at goal, and Crystal Palace were really suffering in that first half. Second half, Palace improved, but I think it was a case of too little, too late for Crystal Palace, and Sheffield United got all 3 points on the board and got their first 3 points of their Premier League campaign. So my winners, Sheffield United, and Spurs, though it was a draw, will be really happy. So I put them in a category of my winners. They had a somewhat defensive kind of game plan against Manchester City on Saturday night, and it was quite interesting to see that they still find a way to score goals. The first goal by Lamela, who caught goalkeeper Edison off his line and placed the ball just behind him to make it 1-1 after City were dominating all aspects of the game. I have to be honest, Manchester City have been really irrepressible so far this season, beating West Ham 5-0 in their first game. Manchester City were not looking to drop points against Spurs, but Spurs managed to find a way to make City drop points, and they have a knack for having VAR in their corner against Manchester City, and it was quite interesting, that decision by VAR to not give that goal. And it just doesn't make sense. That rule, yeah, rules are rules, but It just doesn't make sense how that was not a goal by Gabriel Jesus to make it 3-2. So Spurs will be happy to get away from the Etihad with a point after that 2-2 draw. And my other final winner of the week was Mason Mount. Yes, many Chelsea fans weren't happy when the lineup came out and Mason Mount was selected ahead of William. It was something Chelsea fans were not happy with, but Mason Mount in just 7 minutes scored his first goal at the bridge for the Blues. Unfortunately, the Blues could not capitalize on that. They had so many chances to make it 2-0 or even 3-0, but they did not. And Leicester City grew into the game and found a way back. Finally, Wilfred Ndidi heading them on. Leicester City also had chances to win the game eventually, and they could not do that. Had to end in a 1-1 draw. They shared the spoils, and I think Mason Mount goes out raising his head up high. He did a great job, wasn't he man of the match, and I think he's a promising talent from the Chelsea academy. Now to my losers section this week. My losers list starts with biggest loser of all, and that is VAR and the new rules. Now we all know the new rule is that no matter whether it's intentional or not, if the ball strikes your hand in the build up to a goal, it is a foul. Now if you look at the replay clearly, Alkai Gondowan was really complaining on Twitter. It looks like the ball also hit a Spurs defender's hand before it hit Juan Laporte's hand, before it fell to Gabriel Jesus, who had an awful lot to do before that ball entered the back of the net. But it doesn't matter, rules are rules, but I think this rule is really pointless. What are they trying to say? Should you now hide your hands inside your pocket? Or what? I don't get what they want the players to do now. They can't always avoid the ball from making contact with their hands or their arms. I don't know where this rule comes from. I wonder if those who made the rules have been former players before. They have to consider how the game is played and all that, and I think they didn't do much job. This rule has to be scrapped. It has to be reviewed, and something better has to come up. I think VAR and that new rule of a handball in the box in a build up to a goal not being a goal, whether intentional or not, I don't think it makes any sense at all, in my opinion. That is my opinion. Let me know your opinion in the comments box, but I think that rule needs to be scrapped, and I don't think it helps anyone in any way, and it didn't help Manchester City. Ironically, this is a new rule that has come, and Manchester City suffered the fate of having a similar goal like this allowed against Spurs. When Fernando Llorente handled the ball into the back of the net, it was deemed unintentional and the goal was given. If not, Manchester City would have made it to the semis, and it has twisted again, and it's like the rules would never favor Manchester City or anyone. I don't know, but these rules has to be scrapped, and I think it was one of the biggest losers of the weekend, the new rules and VAR. Now the biggest losers, one of them is Manchester City. Dropping points when your opponents are getting all 3 points is not good, no matter the time of the season. It could go a long way to prove negative, but they have a chance to play Liverpool twice, so they can recover from that. But these little things, these little games, these little losses go a long way into deciding the season. The draws, they cannot afford to have any longer, and Chelsea struggling to get a point, to get 3 points in the season. Frank Lampard looking for his first win. It looked like it would be the case at home in Stamford Bridge, but unfortunately it wasn't to be for Frank Lampard and Chelsea, who had to share the spoils with Leicester City after dominating play in the first half. Kepa Arrizabalaga, a few lapses in concentration here and there, but the Blues have a promising career. There's many are calling them "we played well FC." Yeah, almost but never getting there, and hopefully the Blues can get 3 points against 2 promoted sides in their next few games. Hopefully Frank Lampard can get his first win as a Blues manager, and Chelsea, I have to say, were losers at the weekend, and Frank Lampard is still struggling to find his feet. The team hasn't been playing well, but in football, results is chief. No matter how well you play, if you don't get the results, no one cares. It's life, and it's the reality of things. You can play all the beautiful football, you might as well not have played beautiful football and get the win, and Chelsea unfortunately are in that situation. Frank Lampard, the new manager on the block, he has to get them up and running, else he could lose his job, and that is a reality, especially with the rolling doors at Chelsea. The managerial rolling doors at Chelsea historically have been like that. My final loser of the weekend is Crystal Palace. 2 games, 0 goals. It looked like that last season after they played 7 games, 0 goals, 0 wins. They managed to come back in the season and get back on track and avoid relegation, but chasing the league that early never helps anyone, and Roy Hodgson will be wary of that. He has to put his act together, put his team together, and get goals and get some wins in the bag. So that has been it for today. I've been talking to you about winners and losers of the Premier League. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box. Who was your biggest winner? Did I miss something? Biggest loser? Did I miss something? Your thoughts are appreciated in the comments box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day. Have a great week.